There is absolutely nothing quite like the feeling of opening your mail and pulling out a brand new, crisp debit card. It's literally the key to your hard earned money. Welcome to this Essential Explainer, where we're going to walk you through exactly how to activate your new Huntington Bank debit card so you can get your financial life moving without skipping a beat. But hey, let's be totally real for a second. If you've got your new Huntington card sitting right there in front of you and you can't actually use it yet, it is incredibly frustrating. A locked piece of plastic doesn't exactly do you much good when you're standing at the grocery store checkout, right? So consider this explainer your ultimate must-watch guide to safely unlocking your funds, dodging some surprisingly common errors, and setting up your digital banking the right way. Okay, here's our quick roadmap for today. We're covering Huntington debit card features, how to activate your card, overcoming common activation challenges, essential card security tips, real customer experiences, and finally, maximizing your digital banking. Let's dive into Section 1, Huntington debit card features. This is the why before the how. Before we flip the switch, let's look at what this card actually does, because it comes packed with some serious benefits. First off, you're getting worldwide MasterCard acceptance, complete with an EMV chip for top-tier security at the register. Plus, you get MasterCard's zero liability protection. This is huge. It basically means that if your card is ever used without your permission, you won't be held responsible for unauthorized purchases as long as you report them promptly. You also get instant card lock control right from your phone and access to over 1,600 fee-free Huntington ATMs. And for a little extra peace of mind, they offer a 24-hour grace period and this incredibly forgiving $50 safety zone. This is a total lifesaver that actually helps you avoid fees if you accidentally overdraw your checking account by $50 or less. Moving right along to Section 2, how to activate your card. Let's get into the step-by-step setup. Now, if you're a desktop user, you're going to love this. The web portal workflow is so incredibly seamless, it literally takes just 4 simple clicks. First, just log into huntington.com with your usual username and password. Second, hit that Service Center tab right at the top. Third, look under Debit and ATM cards and select Activate Card. And finally, just type in that 3-digit CVV security code from the back of your physical card and click Activate. Boom, you're completely done and ready to shop. But what if you're on the go? If you've got your smartphone handy, biometric logins make the app workflow the absolute fastest way to get your card live. Just open up the Huntington mobile app using your Face ID or fingerprint, tap More down on the bottom menu, and then hit Manage Cards. Select your shiny new card, punch in that 3-digit CVV, and tap Activate. Honestly, it is really that simple. Now, if you're someone who prefers to skip the digital screens entirely, don't worry, you've got plenty of classic options. You can easily just call their toll-free automated system at 800-462-6260. They're open daily from 6 a.m. all the way to midnight Eastern Time. Or you can just stroll up to any physical Huntington ATM, pop your card in, and enter your PIN for a basic transaction. You can even activate it right at a store checkout by doing a PIN transaction. And of course, you can always just walk straight into a local branch, show your ID, and have a friendly banker assist you face-to-face. Let's jump to Section 3, Overcoming Common Activation Challenges. Time to troubleshoot some roadblocks. Okay, so here is a massive source of confusion in the banking world that you definitely need to know about. There are actually 2 completely separate banks with Huntington in a name. We have Huntington National Bank, that's the major regional bank issuing MasterCard debit cards. Their activation number is 800-462-6260. But then there's Huntington Federal Savings Bank, which is a community bank over in West Virginia, and they issue Visa debit cards. Their activation number is entirely different. Since these are completely separate institutions with different systems, if you happen to call the wrong Huntington, your activation will fail every single time. So make absolutely sure you're calling the exact number that matches your specific card type. And hey, even if you do call the right number, technology isn't exactly perfect, right? Take this story from Reddit user Some Gal from Texas. She desperately needed to use her new card to grab things for work, but she hit a total wall with the telephone system, getting that dreaded "sorry, try again later" automated message. The truth is, automated telephone systems can and do experience downtime. If you run into this wall, pivoting to the mobile app, the online portal, or simply visiting a physical branch or ATM to activate it via a PIN transaction are your absolute best backup plans. Moving to Section 4, Essential Card Security Tips. Let's protect your plastic. All right, let's build a fortress around your finances with 5 rapid-fire security habits. Number 1, activate that card right away. An unactivated card just sitting out in the mail is a major risk if it falls into the wrong hands. Number 2, keep your PIN totally private. Please don't write it on the actual card, and definitely do not save it in some unencrypted note on your phone. Number 3, always shred your old statements and any sensitive paperwork. Number 4, stay hyper alert to phishing scams. Huntington is never going to randomly text or email you demanding your card details. And finally, number 5, always shield your PIN with your hand at the ATM. You never know who's trying to peek over your shoulder. Section 5. Real customer experiences. Let's look at activation out in the wild. So check out this super interesting scenario from Reddit user Patient Engine 5458. They lost their card, ordered a replacement, and realized they could actually see the new card number and CVV right there inside their digital banking app. But the physical plastic was still sitting in a mail truck somewhere. They asked if they could just activate it through the app anyway to start using it online. I mean, this perfectly captures that intense urgency we all feel when we need immediate access to our funds to pay a sudden bill or just buy groceries, right? But listen to this. Just because you can do something doesn't always mean you should. A credit union worker on Reddit, spirited_macaroon113, jumped in with this expert warning. They pointed out that while it is technically possible to activate a virtual card when you have all the digital info, doing it while the physical card is still floating around in the postal system exposes you to severe risk of mail theft. Think about it. If someone steals that envelope, the card inside is already fully live and ready to be drained. So if you ever find yourself in this situation, you really need to proceed with extreme caution. And our final section, number 6, maximize your digital banking. We are going beyond the plastic. I want you to take this actionable timeline right here and treat it as your homework. Hour 1. Link your new card to your Apple, Google, or Samsung wallet immediately so you can start tapping to pay with your phone securely. Hour 12. Set up Huntington heads-up alerts so you can passively track your spending, and get enrolled in Zelle so you can easily send money back and forth with trusted friends. Hour 24. Spend just a few minutes exploring some of the advanced features, like caregiver banking. This is an absolutely amazing feature where you can share limited account access or even set specific debit card spending limits. It's designed to proactively block scams for vulnerable loved ones, like aging parents, while still allowing them to keep their financial independence. Now, just a quick professional heads up before we wrap. Financial systems are constantly updating and evolving behind the scenes, so please keep in mind that banking procedures, exact phone numbers, and specific app features are always subject to change. It's always a smart move to verify the most current details directly through Huntington Bank's official website if you ever find yourself stuck or just need to double-check a process. Which brings us to our final thought. You've got the tools, you have the knowledge, and you've got the security protocols all firmly in place. So how are you going to design your digital financial life today? And maybe more importantly, what is your very first purchase with your newly activated card actually going to be? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and happy banking!